Hey guys, Dan Heilman back with another video. Today's going to be a quick video. We're just going to kind of go through what's going on. Today will be a big day for the Fed. We have core inflation coming at 8:30, which is in like 2 hours. We'll see what happens here. We have a previous of 3.3, a forecast of 3.2, and we're looking for inflation to come down, right? So that's what we're looking for, inflation to come down. That means the Fed is more likely to cut rates, and that means that the Fed is more likely to end quantitative tightening and eventually go into quantitative easing, which is usually when we see prices start to run for a lot of risky assets. Right now, we have something that kind of looks like a head and shoulders forming on the Bitcoin, but the volume profile is not exactly perfect. So if we do something like this, we got that, we got that, we got that right about there, right about there. If we were to come up and finish that, that would give us kind of a head and shoulders. The problem is that the volume is actually on this leg right here. If you go to the 4 hour, it like kind of maybe makes a little bit more sense. The volume profile is a little bit more centered, but this is kind of weird. It's like head and shoulders with like kind of two wicks down here. Doesn't have to play out, you know. Again, head and shoulders can be changed by anything like news or any of that stuff. So, you know, TA doesn't work all the time, but you do see that the price is trending down and the RSI is trending up. So that's good as well. That is called a bullish divergence. You can see because we're making basically from this one, this is a lower low, a lower low. Now this kind of does change it a little bit, but this alone is right a bullish divergence because the price is going down, the RSI is going up on the 1 hour chart. 4 hour chart, we have kind of the same thing. The price is coming down, yet here we go, the RSI is coming up, and same thing here, the price is still going down, RSI is lower over here and higher over here, meaning bullish short term, right? If we go to the daily, what do we got going on the daily? The price is coming down, the RSI is coming up yet again. If we use this bottom and this bottom, you can see kind of the same thing. If you look at the RSI here, we'll just drag this up a little bit, you can see kind of the same thing, right? So RSI is going up, price is going down, bullish divergence. We could still see one wick to the low side. I don't think we're fully out of this, but we may also, as I talked in the last video, we put out in the money supply, and we were kind of showing here that, do I have it on here now still? No, I don't. That's okay. Last time I kind of showed that we basically had the price coming down, the M2 money supply going up on the weekly chart. So we'll see what happens here. This was a very big pullback. I'm expecting some sort of at least a pity bounce. You know, we had one last time, we had this big pullback, but it seems now the market is definitely spooked. There's a lot of leverage getting wiped constantly. So let's look at the liquidation heat maps and some other stuff real quick. We'll check out a couple altcoins, and then that'll be it for the video today. I guess I can give you an update on my trades, which are kind of horrendous right now. Litecoin down a lot, Bitcoin down a lot. I had a couple longs open yesterday. I took a very small amount of profits. I had basically just moved my stop loss into the profit. I took a small amount of profit on a couple positions. The only thing that survived was my SUI position. I opened the position down in here. Open the position here. I closed a little bit up here. The price is coming back down. My stop loss is perfectly just barely into the profit, meaning I can't lose anything on the trade. So I'm trying to not do too much leverage trading right now. I'm just going to hold these this Litecoin and this Bitcoin position, and we'll just kind of see what happens here. Let's go to the liquidation heat map today. And here we go. This is the one I'm looking for. Sometimes I can't find this. All right. And we have the longs building up again. Yesterday, all the shorts were wrecked, and there was a bunch of longs being built up. If we go to like the 7-day, what do we got going on here? So still, we do, if you zoom out a little bit, we still do have more shorts than longs. So here's how much shorts we have. $2.5 billion in shorts right now, and we only have 72, what is that, 72 million? Is that what that is? So a lot smaller number over here on this side. We're in the billions over here, and the millions, yeah, that's 47 million, sorry. So that's what we got going on there. There's a lot of liquidations around 79,000 right now, and 78.4. So 79 and 78.4. You can see 78.4 is not very low. that would still be a higher low. So if we go to 74, 70, what did I say? 70, what did I say? 70 what? 78.4 and 79, 78.4. So we're 78.4 is right here. So even if we came down to here, that is still a higher low, which is what you want to see. So even if we came down, wiped out this liquidation, and then pumped up, I do think we'll have some sort of a reaction towards this. I don't know. It's like, I wouldn't be opening trade and gambling on a news event because it can go totally random directions, right? It's not even really a news event because the market's not even really open. This is just kind of those inflation markers. We will have a Fed meeting coming up next week. Yeah, next Wednesday, I believe. So that's kind of out here. We'll see that we have also a bull moon coming on Friday. So we'll see what happens. Sometimes that means we get a pump. Doesn't always. Usually the trend is down. I have the moon phases up here. You can see we've been in a bearish moon right now, which usually means the price trend's down, and it is. Oops. Oh, didn't move something, didn't lock it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so here's a bull moon. You can see we did go up 5%, but then ended up dropping at the end of that moon anyways. Bear moon down, bull moon right here. This was a nice bull moon. We were up 23%. Bear moon, this one didn't affect it too much. Bull moon, it usually affects the beginning couple days a little bit more, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Of course, if you want to trade astrology, if you have been trading astrology moon signals, you actually do pretty well. It's kind of funny. But yeah, that's what we got going on. Don't feel the need to make this video too long. We're kind of just in a holding pattern. If we need to continue making higher lows. So you can see on the 4-hour chart, we're making lower lows still and lower highs. We want to break the structure and we want to start putting in higher lows, and higher highs would be great too. We need to get back above this range up here. We need to get basically above the 90,000 and start holding that, and that'll give us a little bit more signal of strength going on. But we got a lot of stuff coming. Michigan consumer sentiment, that's where I'm at, Michigan. So retail sales, PPI, and inflation. So inflation, if we go look at inflation, let's just go to true inflation. Trueflation, if we go over here, check this out, it is dropped off like crazy. So, you know, a lot of people are talking about how, you know, they think that Trump is trying to crash the market on purpose, get the inflation down. I don't know why the graph isn't loading, but you can see US inflation all the way down to 1.3. Look at this. I mean, UK inflation at 2.6, India 2.9. So quite low. I don't know why the graph is not showing. That's really weird. Why would that not show? Okay, the graph's not showing, but anyways, and it's really slow to update the price, but basically I wanted to just show that the inflation is crashing. Let's see if I can find it real quick on Twitter for you guys. Yeah, here we go. So here we go, Trueflation crashing here. So this is October, November, December. This is each one's a month here. So you can see basically since Trump took office, it's just been collapsing, which is good if you want rate cuts, right? And honestly, it's kind of good for almost everyone, right? Inflation is not something that you want to see. If you have a little bit more money and you have a lot of money in the market, you don't care too much about inflation, but you know, everyday individuals care a lot about inflation because it basically removes their salary and it's basically just a tax, right? So as inflation goes higher, people with less money, you know, usually they hold US dollars and their salaries in US dollars. So that means it's basically becoming more and more worthless, meaning you can't buy as much, meaning, yeah, you're basically just not even making as much money as you think, right? So inflation got really high at the end of last year, and then now it is coming back down. So that usually signals rate cuts. If we get good inflation data, we'll see what happens. That's going to be it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. Have a great day, everyone. And if you want to do any trading, feel free to use the link below to sign up for Bitunix. You get basically lower fees, and there's up to $5,500 for depositing onto the platform. So take advantage of that if you can, and be very careful. Leverage trading, it's extremely risky. especially in this market with the crazy amount of volatility we've been having lately. It's been a clown show to try to leverage trade, but you can use like even 1x, 2x leverage, take small positions and just kind of experiment with it if you want. I've been enjoying it. It's been fun. But anyways, that's it for the video. Have a great day. See you guys.